Alright, this is going to be a Zippo review. This is actually well, I guess you can kind of call it a request video, but it's more like a reminder. One of my YouTube acquaintance, who goes by the username SamuraiMaster500, reminded me that I said I would do a Zippo review on that. And I hadn't gotten around to it, and I incidentally forgot about it. I did mention it in my recent EDC video. My EDC, I think it's like now with better quality or whatever, is when I got a better camera. He reminded me that I still had this review to do, and I had forgotten about it, so I told him I'd get on that, and that was like 2 weeks ago at least that we conversed about it, so I think it's about time I get down to it. Now, to start off, here it is. The case it comes in also double. Boy, everything's just falling apart on me. Well, first let me start off with the case in case you guys don't notice. This is the case that it comes in. It's supposed to resemble a Zippo chimney. Well, from here up it's supposed to resemble a Zippo chimney. It holds, the Zippo goes in here, and on the back holds the guarantee. Now, this actually it's kind of funny because this case has 3 positions. You can have it like that. You can have it like that, so it sticks to the back, or you can have it like this, so it doubles as a stand. I actually keep it like this most of the time because it's now in my oh man. It's on a display shelf where I display my collection of Zippos, since I don't really trick with this one anymore. I did for a while, but I don't anymore, and now I don't carry it with me at all. It stays on my shelf unless I need to take it down for videos. So there's the case, and here's the lighter. Now, it's a black ice is the high polish touch that's on it. It's basically a high polish on top of a black tone. So, I mean, you can see it, it reflects pretty nicely. There's my camera, there's the light, there's the wall and some other stuff. There's some crap down there. But it does actually have a darker black, almost like a tarnish look to it, but not really, because it still is clean in the same way that it's dirty. And it also has this decal on it of the Grim Reaper. Now, the decal is not very specific, and it's kind of dotty. I don't know if I can get that to focus. I don't think it'll focus. Oh, I don't think it'll focus though. But it's almost like it's hand painted, even though I'm pretty sure it's not. This one was made in January of 2008. The case was. I think the insert was made in December of 2007. So there's that. Now, it's, got a standard windproof case on the inside. Now, I don't believe this is the same case. This case is from November of 2007, but this goes to a different lighter I have. My high polish chrome with the Zippo logo on the front and satin chrome. But there's that. Now, this is see, when I do tricking lighters, which is mostly what my collection is lighters that I either trick with, have tricked with, or will trick with, I go for high polish chrome just because it works best for me. But so like satin chrome's too light, street chrome I'm getting used to more because it's also cheaper, so that's better. That's more ideal for me personally. But as far as the lighter goes, I like the design. I definitely like the Grim Reaper on the black ice. Unfortunately, I dropped it. And here's a little recent history. After 2004, or maybe it was either during or after 2004, Zippo decided it would be a good idea to cut down on, I guess, cost, you could say. So they made their hinges. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. I don't know if that'll focus right either. But they made their hinges thinner both from the span from side to side, and the individual little rings in the hinge thinner as well. Like on top of the whole thing being thinner, they also made those thinner. So the initial side to side play is not a big deal, but after maybe, actually this one's not bad. I may go back and start using this one again. No time soon though, but I don't have another one on me, but I have another ones where it's like, you know, the cap's halfway past the base. After a squeeze or two, the hinge gets very loose and very flimsy, and a lot of people think, you know, that's a sign of a fake Zippo, but it's not. It's just, you know, just a sign that Zippo got cheap on us. They're still good lighters, though. That doesn't change the fact that they're still good lighters to trick with, to smoke. I personally don't smoke, even though I was accused of smoking. Actually, more than one occasion. I pulled this out in the middle of class on Friday, and this girl who sits next to me goes, "Oh my God, you smoke?" And I laughed at her, and I said, "No, I just like fire." I thought that was pretty funny. I'm sure absolutely none of you at home are laughing right now, but that's okay. It made me laugh, and that's all that counts. I'm a horrible person. Anyway, the one thing that I did find interesting is on a lot of lighters that I found, the cap seems to extend further than the base, and that's not from side to side. Which the side to side is actually really good, just, you know, by doing this. But the top to bottom comparison, a lot of the time the top hangs over further, and it's really, really obvious. Like, you'll be sitting there feeling it and just be like, busted. This one's pretty good, actually. It's pretty flush with itself, so I like that. The retail on this was, I think, $27.95. That sounds about right. This is actually not the case that came with it. The case that came with it... No, wait, this is the case that came with it. I'm sorry. This is going to have a different black lighter. There's that. I got it because I'm actually a pretty dark person. For those people out there who know me, I know Master, Disaster, and Psychotropic are friends of mine from school, so they can attest to the fact that I'm a very mean person, and this just seemed to go really well with my personality. It lasted maybe a month in my pocket, and then I put it back on the shelf just because I felt that it gave off the wrong impression of lighters and what I do with them. And I try not to, the same way thing goes with lighters, I try to give my obsessions, no matter how deviant and, you know, juvenile they might seem, they're really respectable, and you gotta be responsible, otherwise they get a bad rep. Like, everyone thinks lasers are for hurting people, like especially shining in the eyes, which is not recommended, and fires for burning stuff. I can honestly attest, except for lighting candles, I have never burned anything with any of my lighters. No paper, no twigs, unless I had to start a fire, but that's different because that was in a fire pit at a campground. Nothing like in my basement or in my kitchen, Psychotropic. His mom found his burned paper in the sink because he's stupid. But, yeah. So I definitely recommend getting this lighter because it's cool, and if you want to scare some of your friends, you know, some girls at school like I did, it's really funny. So there you go. That's my lighter review, and this time I'm not going to call it lighter review number 3. I'm going to call it lighter review Grim Reaper Black Ice. So Samurai Master... Samurai Master 500, thanks for reminding me, otherwise I never would have gotten around to it. Kudos to you, friend. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching, as always. Comments and ratings are appreciated. Helpful criticism, as long as it's not slander. Again, no slander. It's not tolerated, unless I'm doing it, which I won't. Hunter, stop laughing. Jeremy, stop laughing. There you go. Thanks for watching, guys, and look forward to my next video. I haven't figured out what it's going to be, so hey, why not make a request? I have got nothing to do for the next 2 days until school starts again, so please, tell me what you want, and I will do my best.